to be addressed, then please text the word Pelicans. Along with your issue, I see their faces for 55
Coming up next, the Pelicans taking on. If you're looking for a party this, and Grant, having a lengthy bench, so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation, and they make the most of their bench, which is smart.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Both of the towers out there for him. Cat at the 4, Gobert at the 5. Then there's Dillingham. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Goose in at the 1. Here's Ingram following the score by Minnesota. And a miss there on the triple. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
Thank you for that, Allie. Pass to Towns. Here's Cox. Five to shoot. Back to Towns. Off target with the 3. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Last time they came together was in Minneapolis, where they fell to the Timberwolves.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it, but just didn't make enough plays.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Now here's Towns. A 14-point game for him in the win against Memphis. Here's Cox. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Ingram denied by DeRozan.
Woohoo! DeRozan with the D. Go ahead and show off that length, DeMar.
Dillingham, no good.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And they pick up 2.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. They set the screen, and here's Dillingham from the arc. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And a stat to focus on is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been working on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot better on D.
Towns is screen on Jones. Towns, right side. And he's going for the lob. And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
Hawkins is checked in for Achua.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
To the inside. Deflects the pass. Here's Hawkins. Coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota.
Also, his ability to push the action and get to the line made a huge difference.
The 3 is up. And he buries his first look.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Timberwolves trail. They set a pick. Pass to Cox. The 3 is up. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Cox has got 7.
That's how you up the ante. Put him right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Here's Cox. He had 28 points in the win against Memphis.
And he also made an impact at the defensive end, blocking 2 shots and contesting others.
Now here's Ingram. On the wing, Jones, defended by DeRozan. Ingram, the pass to Jones. Here's Hawkins. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Dillingham, no good.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Uh-oh, now it looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And, man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating.
Substitution on the court.
Minnesota leading by 6. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Jackson. And it's Messi in at the 5. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Minnesota again missing. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Goose in their last matchup against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He scored 28 points, and it wasn't just a great offensive performance for him. He excelled defensively, too. His relentless approach has just worn teams out lately. He is winning the battle of wills. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Hits the trifecta.
Well, Achiuwa catches the defender off guard, puts a pass right where it needs to be.
Now here's Gobert. Defense is right there. Here's Cox. Off target from the baseline. Pelicans trail by 3. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down. three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Oliver's checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for Alexander Walker. Monk passes to Ingram. Knocks it loose. And they're pushing it up. Here's Cox. Pass to Williams. And there's a 3-second violation. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. The Timberwolves, number 1. 5th best, the Pelicans.
Both teams shooting with great confidence as of late. These guys don't waste opportunities.
DeRozan is checked in for Minnesota. Dillingham comes in for Ben Simmons.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Cox the pass to Gobert. The Pelicans on the break. Jackson can't get it to go. The Timberwolves lead by 6. DeRozan passes to Cox. Kicks it out Towns. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Jackson against DeRozan. Pass to Oliver. Monk with it. Down low. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Rudy Gobert picks one up. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Greg. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. Now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
DeRozan against Ingram. Achua with a screen. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
After a trade to New Orleans back in 2019, Brandon Ingram has become a primary scorer, Grant.
Yeah, he scored well over 20 points per game since leaving the Lakers. B.I. has the rare blend of length and shooting, and beyond scoring, Ingram's assist numbers are very impressive, too.
A chance to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with New Orleans head athletic trainer. All signs point to a high ankle sprain, something that they're going to have to be very careful with. This being November, they have some time to work through their options. We'll see which way they go.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete.
Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Jones finds Ingram. And rejected. And he gets it back. And it's good for two. Jones has got 4 points this quarter.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Cox. He's got 11.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
For the Timberwolves.
Both good from the line that time. 34 seconds left in the first half. Pelicans trail by 4. Here's Jones. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. And he lobs it up to the rim. It's stolen by Ingram. In time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Minnesota leading by 4. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Thanks for two. They're clicking from outside. Hard cups to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality.
All right, now, still. Thanks for tuning in.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And it's Jones with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 4-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Both of the towers out there for him. Cat at the 4, Gobert at the 5. Then it's DeMar DeRozan, then there's Dillingham, and it's Goose in at the point. Pass to Cox. Here's the 3. Achua with the rebound.
Well, he tries to enter 2 of the 3 of his own. He can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Jones, the pass to Oliver. And here's Ingram from the arc. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Caught off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
It's stolen by Ingram. Here's the break. Jones, the pass to Ingram. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Jones has got 3 assists in the game.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
Towns on the screen. Here's Cox. It's tipped.
That's a tremendous defensive read by Achua, still and back.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
And a peek at the NBA's best at the three-point line. You take a look at Jones. Boy, what a gifted shooter he is from way out there.
Well, the shooting percentage he's cultivated from deep range is so impressive. His three-point shot is about as good as you can hope for.
Buries it from three.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Achua can't hit.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. Jones with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Jones touched it last. Cox the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Jones. Here's Oliver. Now here's Ingram, defended by DeRozan. Step back and fire, and that one's good. Ingram's got 9 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
And so Towns nails them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Now here's Jones. He's guarded closely. To the middle. Achua with the dunk.
Well, such an explosive athlete. Achua off his feet in a hurry.
Minnesota has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Towns a screen on Jones. And he lobs it up top. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Back to Jones. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. 6 points for him.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Towns on a screen. Here's Cox. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Back to Jones. Outside Achua. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it. Cox the pass to Towns. Over Jones. Towns gets the bucket. Towns has got 6 points in the quarter.
That can be a difficult shot for some, but Towns very capable in the mid-range.
Pass to Ingram. Over DeRozan. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Ingram's got 11 points.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And Minnesota making a change here. Williams is checked in. And here's Dillingham from the arc. And the three-pointer goes.
3 points.
Dillingham's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Messi. Inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Cox. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Monk's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for New Orleans. Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Williams comes in for Towns, and it's Monk missing. Minnesota's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Jones feels it out. From about 19. He can't get it to go.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Cox, covered by Alexander Walker. Cox, good. Now it's a 5-point Minnesota lead. And so Monk will bring it up for New Orleans. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Jackson. Fires for three. Here's Misi. Uses the glass on the layup. Misi's gotten his second bucket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Reed can't hit. That's tipped. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's Minnesota up by 3. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why...
Billy Green calling the timeout here. Rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Willie Green had some advice for the team over that last break. They were encouraging their team to run, look for breaks. Coach wants to see them getting into transition more. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that. We've got Brandon Ingram. He's out there with Jackson. And it's Monk in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. 6 to shoot. And that misses. That would have put him up. Down low. It's stolen. Right side Ingram. Over Dillingham. The shot by Ingram, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. That's to Cox. There's the 3. Minnesota again missing. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. It's Monk on the wing. The fadeaway. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. Monk's got 4 points now in the quarter. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Williams, and DeRozan is subbed in for Ben Simmons. Here's Jones. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th now.
That puts them over the foul limit with plenty of time left. They have to be careful now.
15.
And he knocks down the first one. Jones hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
On the wing, DeRozan. Covered by Ingram. Cox. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Pelicans trail.
Timberwolves. Better personal foul. Team.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for New Orleans. Trey Jones.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The Timberwolves have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Here's Cox. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Cox has got 14 points here in the second half. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jones, the pass to Ingram.
The length of Ingram poses issues for defenders, which is why he gets fouled a lot.
Personal foul.
That one's off. And he sinks the second.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Right wing. Pulls up. Dillingham, no good.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Ingram. Finds it again. 6 for 12 and remaining assertive.
This guy is just a gamer. Ingram doesn't feel pressure. He embraces the moment, taking and making important shots.
Pass to Gobert. DeRozan up top. Here's Cox. Defended by Jones. Here's Cox. Counted from distance. Cox has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the fourth. Here's Ingram. Cox with a rebound. Minnesota leading by 3. To the inside. The shot by Towns, no good. And Ingram has got the ball here for the New Orleans Pelicans. Jones in the post. Towns on him. Ingram with the ball. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Ingram's got 14 points now in the second half. Minnesota's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Towns for 3. Up again.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Jones, pass to Jones. There's a screen. Pass to Ingram. Second chance shot. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They've led by as much as 10. Expect them to take their time to strip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jones, cash. And now they trail by just 4.
An excellent job of reading the defense. As Ingram's court vision continues to improve, so will his playmaking. Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And so they foul intentionally.
Pelicans foul. Trey Jones. First personal foul.
First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5.
Shooting for Minnesota. Cox.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 6-point ball game.
That's how you protect a lead. Build it out with clutch free throws.
Ingram, the pass to Jones. No good on the 3. And he commits the intentional foul.
Brandon Ingram. First personal foul. 15 foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
Taking 2 shots.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
He gets the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Rudy Gobert at the line.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point game here.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here.
You ready to give these fans what they paid for? MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
It's live coverage of the... And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Chris Middleton. Tari Easton is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Christie and it's Simpson in at the point guard. And for the Timberwolves, some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Dillingham is out there with Goose. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And a few teams so far, Brent, with a surprisingly rough start to the season.
Well, this is really where the staff gets tested, Kevin. You know that your team has been put together for specific reasons. Those reasons aren't yet playing out. So coaching staffs have to keep these players confident. They have to keep them working on the ultimate goal to improve things. And at some point, given an 82-game schedule, there could be a breakthrough and the team can get very hot very quickly.
Stolen away. And that one's good. Cox.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch, and the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points. You gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Towns wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
Ball's knocked loose. One-on-one here. Oh! And he dunks it down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam King. And it's Leonard missing. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Raptors. Bradley.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Here's Cox. He's got 6.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside, Towns. Offensive rebound. Gobert misses from close range. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 5. Buries it from three-point range.
And by the numbers, Kawhi is one of the most efficient three-point shooters ever.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Cox, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Middleton. And here's Leonard. And the rejection by Towns.
And great reach and determination from the big fella. This is why Towns gets so many blocks.
Gobert with the pass to Cox. Fires it up. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
And Middleton kicks to Leonard. Pass to Simpson. 5 to shoot. Now Middleton. DeRozan defending. Middleton can't get it to go.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And the whistle blows. It's good. So Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Here's McConnell, still without a basket. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledging.
Yeah, we'll have to settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's the five for Doc Rivers right now. We've got T.J. McConnell. Connect out there with Brown. And there's Christie. And it's Bailey in at the three spot. Here's McConnell after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Brown. And it's the Clippers scoring again. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Cox. He's covered by McConnell. To the wing on the left. Reed finds Simmons. Simmons off the pick from Cox. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Brown. Clippers leading by 6. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Goose in their last matchup against the Pelicans was all business. He added 37 points, and he was in a rhythm from both three-point land and the foul line. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now, he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished, guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
It's good from long range.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there to get a hand up in the shooter's face.
The NBA scoring explosion, Frank, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the offseason in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
For the Timberwolves and lined up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers. Then on Saturday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that matchup against the Rockets, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Connect with it. Defended now by Dillingham.
They create such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Cox, the pass to Gobert. Here's Simpson. He has yet to score. Fires for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And the Clippers lead by 9. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Pass to Simpson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Eason. From past the arc. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. Cox, the pass to Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Cox. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
How about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here.
And Middleton kicks to Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Dillingham. And he finishes nicely on the way. Dillingham's got 5 points so far.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Middleton. Shoots a fader. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Cox. He's got 15.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Nice work to get it inside and strong contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he sinks the second. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they were in a close game.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Some great options in there.
And that'll do it for half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. We've seen a tremendous game from Goose.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Who's out there with Dillingham? And it's DeRozan in at the small forward spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The Timberwolves shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Here's Eason. Pass to Simpson. Here's Christie. Inside. Here's Eason. Gobert with the block. Here's Cox. 18 points in the game. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Simpson. Defended by Gobert. Pass to Eason. Yep, that one goes in there. Eason's got 6 points. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Outside DeRozan to the middle.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Simpson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And it's Leonard missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Here's Cox. Takes it off the glass. Cox has got 7 points for the quarter.
They're not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Back to Leonard. Shoots over Towns. And that one hits back out.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Pass to Dillingham. Here's Cox. Defended by Middleton from outside the arc. Cox, no good. The Clippers have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Here's Simpson. Now Eason. Middleton right side. Here's Leonard. Kawhi taking no chances.
What a powerhouse move from Kawhi, getting right to the rim.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And it's briefly take a look at the stats for Goose. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. 37 points a game, over 3.5 steals, and 5 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. We're riding that hot hit.
Simpson the pass to Christie. Now here's Middleton. DeRozan defending. Leonard on the wing. 10 points for him. Another miss by Leonard.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Clippers trail by 3. Pass to Simpson. Driving to the basket. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night. To the inside. Cox, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
Leonard, no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
You know, Brent, throughout his career, Kawhi Leonard has always been sensational on both ends of the floor.
It's a great point, Kevin, and it's sort of making me think about history. You know how history can sometimes be boring, but it's something you should study. Kawhi Leonard is that kind of player. Young guys should be studying what Kawhi represents in terms of his two-way prowess, dominating on the offensive end, and just a menace on defense. So, kids, history is important. Study Kawhi Leonard.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
And there's been another bonus to what's happened with them tonight, and that's the offensive rebounding. They're boxing out, they're getting up extra shots. That could be a difference maker in the result.
Clippers trail by 5. Middleton outside. With the rebound. For Minnesota, they go 7-10 on their field goal attempts in the corner. And that one's good. Cox.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's Bailey after the made shot from Cox. Bailey passes to Middleton. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Middleton's got 5 now.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Pass to Brown. He's passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Connect. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Here's Dillingham. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Simmons.
That's just...
Here's Cox. He's covered by McConnell. From 20 feet out. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Connect out there with Brown. It's T.J. McConnell, and it's Alexander in at the 2-guard spot.
Wow, he got whacked on there. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Aldridge, he's checked in for the Clippers. Both free throws good from Cox. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. McConnell passes the Brown. Here's Bailey. He's covered by Cox. Pass to McConnell. Shot clock at 6. Brown with a screen on Simmons. Here's McConnell. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Minnesota leading by 9. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And that one's good. Cox.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Now here is Aldridge. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And he can't get the first one. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. But yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Williams. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Now, here's DeRozan out left to the wing. Here's Cox. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off, and that one is stuck right through.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
That one good for 2. Cox has got 45 points.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Here's Cox. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Eason's got 4 rebounds in this game. Cox, the pass to Gobert, and he converts the layup.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Simpson. Pass to Leonard. To the paint. Kicks it down to Middleton. And the 3-ball is good. Middleton's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. Timberwolves have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And as Towns missing, having another steal.
And just like that, he's tied the franchise single-game record for steal.
Oh, what a steal. He's taking them for everything they've got.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Here's Leonard. Back to the basket by Minnesota. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. After Simpson. No good from outside. Minnesota leading by 11. Here's Cox. Gobert with a screen on Christie. Cox, no good. He swipes the ball away again.
And he's everywhere on defense, picking up that steal.
No one has more steals in a single game in team history. Amazing. Congratulations on breaking that record.
They're all over.
He hits both from the strike. 1:10 left to play here in the fourth. Clippers trail by 13.
His greatness on the defensive end shining through once again.
He's been all over the court tonight, packing up the most steals in a single game for this franchise. Absolutely incredible. And he can't hit the second.
The team struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Christie with the rebound. And Los Angeles guys shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs.
No doubt one of the best two-way threats on any NBA floor. Leonard remains hungry to keep adding to his title collection.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. 51 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cox. And good. He hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy. Right, and another steal for him.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Simpson. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Cox the pass to DeRozan. Dillingham with it, defended by Christie. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Substitution on court.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a...
MP, you played that stifling defense all night.
These Hoosiers think they know ball, but you'll show.